you know, I really want to go back, but you know, I'm thinking to myself that maybe that's not the way we should go. Perhaps forward is how we should be looking in terms of, you know, what is the next step? Yes, the First Lady did start, you know, a meeting, an investigation of some sort. What is the thinking now from that particular quarter? I mean, is she going to be silent now, or are we going to move forward from there? Where exactly are we?
I believe that her main concern right now is the welfare of, number one, those girls that did escape, the welfare of their parents, the welfare of the women in that state, in that region, who have been so badly brutalized by what's going on, the welfare of Nigerian women, the welfare of Nigerian families. This has always been her concern. She is not the head of state. She is the wife of the head of state. She has her role to play, and that's precisely what she's doing. And when people say she summoned this, nobody was summoned. People were invited. Come, let us reason together. And they voluntarily came. And it was a good thing that they came, because now a lot of information is coming out. Let's wait a little bit. I think all will be made public and all will be open for everyone to see, and then we can apportion blame.
We're still going to have more of those meetings, are we? Is that what you're saying?
I can't speak for the office of the First Lady. I can speak for the National Center for Women Development and tell you that one of the things that we are trying to do, and one of the things that we have done since I entered office, is to draw attention to the issue of the girl child. And the First Lady has been a patron to us and always encouraging us to do that. We're organizing, we're doing advocacy, we're organizing training and empowerment, and our attention has been on the girl child. I said way back in September last year, this group of Nigerians are not only marginalized, they have no voice, but we're not doing enough for them. And these are the future leaders, mothers of future generations of Nigeria. They are a critical group. And perhaps after all is said and done, we can do a whole lot more for them.
Well, the reason I asked that question of you was because you were at that last meeting. I do not know if, you know, there was a date for adjournment, you know, if it was adjourned
from the last meeting. No, there was not. But I'm sure if the need arises, and she feels that the need is, you know, that a meeting should be called, and she rallies the women, we will all come around. You know, we are mothers of Nigerians, and we want to be of help.
How do you also see this bridge being built? Because we've seen also statements out from the wife of the governor of Borno State saying that the reason she didn't attend that meeting that day was because she felt she was going to be humiliated.
No way.
That was her thought. I mean, and it was out in the statement. No. How do you see that bridge being built? Because right now it will also seem that some politics is creeping in. She said that she's been to see the First Lady before and that she was kept waiting for hours, but eventually they did see. Now that is her statement. What I'm saying that how do we bridge, or how do you advise that this political gap, which we seem to be sensing, can be bridged?
Can I tell you something? And I speak from the heart. I've never met anyone as down to earth as the First Lady. It just surprises me. When some of us are tired and sleeping, she's up and she's welcoming and accommodating and reaching out. Around her, there is no you belong to this party, or she will reach out to you. And for someone to make that statement, well, they can speak for themselves. And I can speak of my own experience and what I've seen, what she has gone on to do with Nigerian women. I think she has a wonderful heart for this country. And I think she ought to be encouraged. I think we ought to thank her. There's a lot that she does that doesn't come out in the open, but she has a heart for this country. And when she breaks down, it's real, it's palpable, because we are all breaking down. You would have to be not a human being to break down and not to worry about what's happening to Nigerian girls who are not protected, but even within their communities. I mean, it's shocking that there was no security around.
Those two people have broken down in this particular matter and be left to us right now.
I will break down.
We'll all begin to cry. Yes. But the question is, how do we all come together regardless of our political affiliations?
Absolutely.
Because it would seem that people are breaking down for different reasons. That's what it would seem. So how do we begin to breach that political gap and break down together, so to speak, just for a common purpose, finding the girls and ensuring that
Absolutely.
the parents of those girls
Absolutely.
are taken care of?
Absolutely. And that's what I said initially. Let's not politicize this matter.
Mm-hmm.
When you make a statement, let it be a statement for peace, not a time for finger pointing, for trading blames. Not the time for it. When you actually do that, you show yourself as someone who's manipulative and someone who does not care about this country and does not care about Nigerians. I believe that what the First Lady has done ought to be commended, and she was not playing politics, and she spoke with the heart of a woman who is pained at someone else's child being in the situation that these girls have been.
Can I ask, what's your center, besides the efforts of the First Lady, what's the National Center of Women's Development, what are you doing about these girls, especially the ones that have escaped?
What we've done all along is advocate for the girl child. We can't reach these girls, nor is it our place right now to reach them. We believe that there are agencies that ought to reach them, first of all to give medical help and to find out what state of mind they're in.
Are you
When this is done, we continue to do, and we hope on a larger scale, to do what we've been doing. We've just graduated a number of young women whom we've brought in from different parts of the country, and we make sure that we reach out, not the urban areas, to bring them in and train them to have a basic knowledge of computer. And then we give them other skills. We want to train women as carpenters, as masons. We want to train widows to build their own houses. We are also working with a telephone company called Tingo, and we're developing an application whereby if a woman feels threatened or you find a challenging situation, you press a button, and the nearest police station of the security agents should have that call and know that something is happening. These are the things that we've been advocating for, that we ought to be doing to prepare for the future. This Boko Haram thing is not exclusive to Nigeria. It's a worldwide thing. And I think that's why you find so many countries coming together now to help. Because as goes Nigeria, so goes the rest of Africa.
Well, in moving ahead, closing this talk, how soon do you think we can find our girls?
I am praying day and night that it will be yesterday. I'm not God.
Because the first force move by the military saying that they have rescued them and they came back to say it was a mistake or a lie makes it very impossible for anyone to believe anything that comes from
I agree. There are
governments, the state, the local government, and the federal government.
I agree. There are those challenges, but I can't speak for them, and I still can't tell you when we will find them. But I am hopeful that with all the efforts that are now being made, that we will find them, and we will find them soon, and we would lick this problem of Boko Haram. Nigeria cannot afford a second civil war. I've been there, done that, went through it as a teenager, and I don't want to see it again, and I don't want my children to see it again. This country simply cannot afford to go down that lane.
Well, Onyeka Onwenu would like to thank you so very much for coming. She's the Director General, National Center for Women Development, and she's been speaking with us on the abduction of the secondary school girls at the Government College in Chibok.